schedule our car services and we book our annual leave. But when it comes to health checks, well, there's always tomorrow, isn't there? I'm Ros Lindsey. I'm the host of the Wellness Nurse podcast. And today we're talking about something that could literally change your life, but that we often just keep putting off. There's always something else that takes priority and we just don't get around to doing it. Let's dive into why preventive health checks matter and finally make them happen. Let's be honest, we all know that health checks are important. Deep down, we know. But here's the thing. They're not urgent. Your cholesterol doesn't send you a text reminder. Your blood pressure doesn't make your phone buzz with notifications. Or perhaps there's an app where that happens now. I suppose there is. But that's the problem. Most of us don't have those alerts happening in place. That life has a way of throwing urgent things at us consistently. Work deadlines, family crises, the leaky tap that finally gets to be fixed. But these health checks, they sit quietly in the background, waiting for the perfect time that never seems to come. But here's what's happening while we wait. Conditions like metabolic syndrome, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease are developing silently. No symptoms, no warning signs, just quietly building up until suddenly they're not silent anymore. The good news is I've created a comprehensive preventive health checklist that covers everything from blood pressure and cholesterol screening to cancer detection and bone health assessments. This isn't just another list to overwhelm you. It's a conversation starter with your GP. And here's what I want you to do. Print out this checklist and take it to your next GP appointment. I guarantee you they will be thrilled that you are taking such a proactive approach to your health. Most doctors love it when patients come prepared and are engaged in their own wellness journey. Your GP will then tailor these tests to suit your particular circumstances. They'll consider your age, your family history, your current health status, and risk factors to create a personalised screening schedule that makes sense for you. The checklist includes everything from basic metabolic screens like blood pressure, targeting 120 on 80, and cholesterol levels, to cancer screenings like mammograms for women and bowel cancer screens for ages 50 to 74, right through to bone density scans and specialised tests like coronary calcium scans when you're at higher risk. But here's something important to keep in mind. Be prepared for potential costs if you're requesting tests outside your typical age range. Medicare covers most preventive screenings when you're in the recommended age bracket. But if you want to be proactive and get tested earlier, like I do for some things, there may be out-of-pocket expenses. I recently had a DEXA scan to assess my bone density, and there was a gap of about $100. As some of my peers have broken limbs this year, I decided it was well worth the cost to know what my density was, what my bone density was, and if I needed to be taking some supplements to support my bone health. So sometimes being proactive means investing in your health before problems arise. So here's what happens when you finally schedule these tests. First, you get peace of mind. That nagging worry in the back of your mind, gone. You'll know where you stand, and knowledge is power. Second, you catch things early when they're most treatable. A slightly elevated blood pressure at 35 is manageable. A heart attack at 50 is a completely different scenario. Third, you establish baseline numbers. Trends matter more than single numbers. So finally, you build a relationship with prevention. Once you start, it becomes easier to continue. And you're not just treating disease, you are actively pursuing wellness. Here's your action plan. Download the Preventive Health Checklist at roslindsey.com/checklist and book that GP appointment. Don't wait for your next routine visit. Make this the focus of a dedicated appointment. Block out time in your calendar like you would for any important appointment. Be prepared to advocate for yourself. If you feel a test would be valuable for your peace of mind or family history, discuss it openly with your GP. They can explain the benefits, the limitations, and any costs involved. So use the checklist to record your results and set reminders for follow-up tests. When you book your mammogram, immediately schedule the next one for 2 years later. Make it automatic. If you'd like this comprehensive checklist to help you organise all these tests, I've created this free preventive health checklist for you that you can download at roslindsey.com/checklist. It includes target values, tracking spaces, and timing guidelines for all the tests that we've discussed today and many more. So remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Every test that you complete is a victory. Every screening is an investment in your future self. And your GP is your partner in this journey, and they will help you navigate what's most important for your individual circumstances. So your future self is counting on the decisions that you make today. And what will you choose? Will you kick the can down the road a little bit further? Will you put your head in the sand a little bit longer? If there's always something holding you back from taking action and you know what you should do, but you don't do it, I am here to say that it is completely normal behaviour. We are human, and the urgent always takes priority. My challenge to you, though, today is to take 2 steps. Download the Preventive Health Checklist and print it out. If you are a really high achiever, stick it on your fridge and book an appointment with your GP straight away and get these tests underway. Go to roslindsey.com/checklist. Also, if you have found this podcast helpful, please share this episode with the people that you care about and subscribe to it for more practical tips to help you stay well for longer. And just as a disclaimer, this is general information and general screening, and it's for educational purposes only. It shouldn't replace professional, individual medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider to discuss your individual healthcare needs and appropriate schedules. Thank you so much for your time in listening to this podcast. I appreciate it. You will appreciate it if you take action and love yourself now. Look after your body. It's working hard for you, so look after it and live well for longer. And I'll see you next time.